On my far right, Michelle Corcos with the Green Party. Next to her is Ron Gamble with the Reform Party. Janice Harris to my immediate right from the NDP. To my left, Ian McLeod from the Conservative Party. Unfortunately, Naomi Yamamoto declined our invitation to be part of this all candidates meeting.
Shame.
Typical liberal.
We were very disappointed, and I know that our first vice president did all he could to encourage them to come, but to no avail. So we are very disappointed because we'd like to hear all issues, and it is our long-standing tradition with the North Vancouver Teachers Association to run these meetings in the most fair and just way possible. So we are disappointed that she did not come. Okay, so I'm going to start with Michelle to do her 2-minute opening. Heather will be your timekeeper. If you don't listen to her, then I'm a grade 1 teacher. I can stop you.
I've seen you last Thursday. I'm afraid, very afraid. The Green vote, often lost because of strategic voting. Michelle, you're going to have to speak up. Okay. How about I stand up? The Green vote is often lost because of strategic voting. Well, tonight I hope to convince you that the Green vote is the strategic vote. It's the only strategy for saving our planet, our economy, and ourselves. We present a viable path towards developing a true green economy and removing our reliance on oil and gas. The green ideals of decentralization, regional and local self-sufficiency, steady state economy, transparent democracy, preventative health care, say it twice because we're not used to hearing that, preventative health care, social equality and guaranteed livable income appeal to a much broader range of British Columbians than either of the parties that we've seen in power have offered. Issues such as corruption, climate change, peak oil, rampant river diversion developments, decimated wild salmon stocks, and a nearly non-existent forest industry all require radical new thinking and strong, clearly articulated leadership. It remains up to the real strategic voters of BC to demonstrate loud and clear that we deserve and expect better. This can be achieved by voting for a new green economy. An economy that tackles climate change, creates new jobs, and is fair to all.
Ron?
The BC Reform Party was basically, it is a small business and grand jury party, and it was registered in 1983. In 1991, established itself as a provincial party by running 4 candidates. In 1994, BC Reform was officially recognized by having 4 elected members sitting in the legislature. I was a co-founder of the Reform Party of Canada in 1987, and as leader of the Reform Party of BC, I initiated 2 successful political referenda. One was the BC Reform referenda on initiative and recall in 1991, which was passed by over 80% of the voters. The other was on the defeat of the federal Charlottetown Accord in 1992, which was heavily promoted by media, politicians, boards of trades, chambers of commerce across Canada. It was a badly flawed document that could have been our Constitution today. Thankfully, it wasn't. Thank you. Oh, I'd like to, first of all, thank the North Vancouver Teachers Association for hosting this party.
Thank you.
And I look forward to the questions. Thank you.
Go ahead,
Oh,
Janice.
thank you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Shirley, and thank you to the North Vancouver Teachers Association for organising this all candidates meeting in the school that I attended and graduated from, as did both of my children. So to have a very...
Janice, they can't hear
You
you.
can't hear. I just want to thank you all for coming. I'm thanking the NVTA for sponsoring this all candidates meeting. I graduated from Carson Graham. Both my sons graduated from this school. My oldest son did say to me after he graduated that he did not darken the door of the library once when he was attending school. Anywho, I'm running for the NDP because of the failure of 8 years of Gordon Campbell, Liberals in North Vancouver, and their substantive failures on the issues. Gordon Campbell and the Liberals have failed on health and seniors care. They've failed to protect and support our schools. They've failed on affordable housing in our community, and they have failed on maintaining and enhancing good jobs on the North Shore. In fact, I would suggest that there has been a sense of entitlement with our Liberal MLAs for the last number of years, and as a result of that, they have failed to stand up for our community. And I think it's about time we had an MLA here who can stand up to Gordon Campbell and put our community first. I'm going to make broad brushstrokes statements about the Liberal government insofar as that we are at a crisis, at a crossroads in British Columbia, as we watch a continuing underfunding of healthcare and education, and we watch a government that pays lip service to a green future, and some of our most important public resources, our rivers, BC Hydro, BC Rail, are being sold off behind closed doors to Campbell's friends and insiders. We are long overdue in North Vancouver-Lonsdale for an MLA who will put the public interest first, and who will be North Vancouver's voice in Victoria, not Victoria's voice in North Vancouver. People are telling me it's time for a change, and they are welcoming my candidacy for the New Democratic Party.
Hello, good evening. I'd like to thank the North Vancouver Teachers Association for inviting me here. I'm also kind of frustrated tonight. This is the third debate I've went to on education, and all three of them, the Liberal candidates, have not shown up. You are the constituents.
Wow.
You are the constituents, and they should be held accountable to you. To show up for three debates. One in West Vancouver, one in Vancouver for province-wide. The Liberals said that they could not find anybody to go. No MLA candidates, no political aides, no Liberal bureaucrats could make it. That was their excuse. Every other party was there except the Liberals. Tonight, again, the Liberals aren't here. I was hoping that Naomi would be here, but she's not. You're the constituents, they should answer to you. They feel differently. I think that's unacceptable. The BC Conservative government, a BC Conservative government will put the people first. They believe in government transparency, no secret deals, no BC Rail scandal. BC Rail was sold for $1 billion under its market value. Whether you believe in BC Rail being private or not, it's unacceptable. The Olympics are $9 billion over budget, but according to senior economists. The Trade and Convention Center is $400 million over budget. We need a government that's transparent, accountable to the people, and will put the people first. I will vote for my constituents' needs over my party, over the leader. Thank you very much.